Hello, guys. So, I wanted to say that the law of attraction is something that should be used for good. And a lot of people in our society, especially in positions of power, have been using it for bad. That's why we have America, which is built off of some paper called Manifest Destiny, where these white men basically took over and said, I have papers, I have the gods with me to kill up everybody and take their land. And that's just a summary, a very, very short summary. And then that's why I think we are taught to not manifest properly. If you want to manifest, they'll say manifest for love, manifest for a new car, manifest for an apartment. How about manifesting for the world? Okay, y'all? And it's not in the negative way, which is I own the world and everyone bow down to me, but in the positive way, which is ending world hunger, right? Having world peace. Guys, the basic, obvious things. Having land be free, having land be given to its original owners, have land be used again as property. Like, people can have property, but it's not as strictly defined as it is today, because as we know, there was people who were here on this land before, and they did have an idea of property, but it wasn't in this strict way where we have to control everything, and if an animal comes our way, we can kill it because it's on our land. And if a bug comes our way, if other people, because people were seen as animals too, comes our way, if anything is bad, we can always kill it off and destroy and make things go extinct. For example, we drink water, but then other animals drink water, and then we can cut off their water supply because that doesn't help us. But again, this us isn't necessarily a me thing, because I don't own water, I don't own a lot of land, and I don't think I own really the fucking schools. I don't own what people eat. I don't own the laws. I don't make up the laws. So this is not for me. This is for this select few people at the top. And then they start again telling us, oh, you have to work for money. You can't think about anything else but working for money. And then that's another way they trap you from manifesting better for yourself and other people. And that's the key, like manifesting for other people and not just yourself, and not just your friends and your family. I mean, like the whole world as a whole. And I think our minds do have power, and they know this. That's why they want to beat us down and tell us that the world is ending. Don't believe that. Start saying the world is thriving, the world is beautiful, everyone is having a home. Maybe they want to be housed, maybe they want to live in an RV. Everyone has whatever sort of housing they want. Everyone is doing amazing, everyone is doing beautifully, everyone is thriving and surviving. And then start looking for evidence of it in our own lives. And things like this, you think it's not resistance, maybe, because it's like, oh, well, all you do is just think thoughts, that's doing nothing. But actually, there's somebody who's really trying to take our minds right now, y'all. Like, there's someone who's really making people work just to do nothing and help no one. And it's like, well, what's the purpose of this work? And it's really, again, to be busy work by taking our inner wisdom. And I just think that's it. And then people will say, oh, your mind has power, but only think about getting money. Only buy my course so I can teach you how to manifest money. And that in itself seems very wrong. So I do think your mind has power, and I don't think you really need to buy people's courses, nor do I think you need to be selfish about it and say, I'm the only one who got money. Just say everyone has their needs met, and everyone's having a life that's easy too. And so, start thinking about what you want to happen in this world. For example, some species are near extinction. How come we don't have manifest for them? Manifest for them to survive. A lot of people are working jobs that they hate. How come we don't have a manifest for them? Because, our thoughts have so much power, and they can make you a millionaire because that's what people who do the law of attraction say, but you can't help other poor people. So that's all I have to say. And to manifest for the world, it's just like any manifestation technique. You write down what you want. You can do it like write it down 7 times, think about it 7 times, and think about it in the present tense or not. It's just however you get your emotions out and yourself into believing it's possible. And then you can start looking for evidence of it. Like you can start thinking, you know what, workers need more power. For example, instead of having everyone get paid $10, they can band together and start getting paid $50 and $100. In fact, they can start having people band together and getting their houses back and their land back and taking back their neighborhoods, right? Because we have seen this. We have seen neighborhoods getting stolen, but you ask someone who does law of attraction and they don't talk about these societal issues and how you can use your power of the mind to change it. And I feel like you can, because we've seen law of attraction work before. We know that law of attraction can work for other people if you want to help them. And it's like, if you can use it to make your love fall in love with you, then why not use it for good and help the world be more equal and egalitarian? Which is our ancestral context, right? We were hunter-gatherer groups and we were very equal. We loved our children and we were treating everybody nice and good, and nobody chose to live in this society. Many of us were either killed or enslaved to be a part of this now current society we're in. And then they start teaching us a different history, and there is a lot that goes into changing and shifting how we think, to the point we have people only worried about money, when really you guys need to be asking for the world back. You need to be asking for your free time back. You need to be asking for your mind back. You need to be asking for relaxation back. That some things, y'all, is just priceless, and I mean it. So that's all I got to say. And thank you for listening. And it is much easier than you think to start manifesting now and manifesting for goods of all peoples. And you can do it. Just start by, thinking good thoughts. And that's the thing about manifesting. It's like you live in one reality, but then you always hold that your other reality is with you. So it's like, okay, you want a new car, you start getting to the car, your old car, and imagining it's the new car. You want to help people, you start, walking around, you see the news saying that everybody's doing bad, you start saying, I don't agree with that, everyone is fine. Right? It's like, yeah, I'm seeing that this is here, but I'm still going to go to my desired reality. And yeah, you may need to take a break sometimes, but you can always go back and continue manifesting. Because that's the thing, people say it's being delusional, but a lot of people make shit happen by doing this. And so who's to say you can't do it for the world and help them? Because that is exactly what men throughout history, women throughout history as well, have done. Even though they were kings and queens, they had a lot of peasants working at the bottom. And most of us, we would be reborn into those old 20,000-year-old societies as a peasant. But anyway, we shouldn't be for it. But they teach us to praise and idolize rich people. And so another thing I wanted to add is that we have let's say even 3 million history, 6 million years ago history. And we are of a species called Homo sapiens. We are, again, just animals who live in nature. And so even if this society is 20,000 years old, we as a people, as a line of lots of animals and that were connected with nature, we call them monkeys, but really there was different types that we categorize, and we've still been finding bones and tools that show people have lived here on this planet and other areas for a long time. Apparently, our species, the Homo sapiens, could go back to 300,000 years, 200,000 years. And that is a long time. So, our little 20,000, our little year 2000, that's very tiny in regards to our history and how we're supposed to live. And we haven't evolved in a different way. It doesn't take 200,000 years for evolution. If anything, it would take like 6 million years for some species to evolve. It's a long process. So we are still very much like our ancestors. We still look a lot like our ancestors. And we can get back in touch with our ancestral knowledge, like love and connecting with nature, caring about other people, not liking to see suffering, that inner knowing that something, that this world, it don't treat you right. Things should be more for creativity, playing, and like not sitting still reading a little book that a teacher gave you and then they call it busy work and doing worksheets. For example, how a lot of kids end up when they go to school. And that's all I gotta say. And even if you went to a good school, now is the time to start wanting everybody to go to good areas and have access to like good things, like you, if your life is so damn great. So anyway, I swear it's not that great. Nothing can be that great when we have people who are poor, starving, and not really able to see about their children. That's how I feel. So yeah, manifest and start holding your beliefs that everything is going fine, everyone is doing well, and then even when you see things not going your way, again, start using the law of attraction, how it says, again, manifest that everything's going well, and start just being like, okay, and then live in your desired reality. It's a bit of juggling, because you're in one world saying that, oh, you're ugly, but then you gotta still hold on to, yeah, I'm pretty. So that's how I describe it, and it is possible. And good luck, guys. I am definitely manifesting good for you, and let's keep it up. Let's keep the cycle going, and let's not hold a wall. Let's do this for every single person, because people are products of their environment, okay? And we can make good people by changing the environment that they live in. And your mind is powerful, especially when a lot of times there's nothing else we can do. So this is the best option if you're working really hard, but all you can do is like go to sleep and eat. Yeah, try this. Try manifesting, okay? Bye, guys.